Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here today here in Vietnam. We did have an issue with this race last season. But here's why I see hope that we could run 4 hours on this race, hopefully. Not too sure. Just hope that it'll be a better race. And a better progress. I don't know, if we do start on down, start on down. Going wide on the exit road, cutting the corner slightly, going through the exit road. That was a roundabout. We got 2 roundabouts in here. There's been a lot of this straight. So it's quite nice. It's over now. Yep. Now we're quite fast actually. Kind of here now. Kind of. Clicking the everything's quite difficult because I'm really actually Italian with this car now. Is it half no? A lot better than already. Let's say. Down low. We're now on P19. Should be. I don't know if you have that. I know it's like driving out technology. And Russell has go to the end and find out who has and we'll be able to sell it out and be behind us. Just a bit of me going a little bit wide. And I'll go for the X section now.
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
We have got wing damage. We have to hit our wing. Wing damage again. And we will finish our lap to finish P19 results, so someone can cut something like that. No, and I'm back again. Don't know why.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top 3. Hamilton, Bottas and Daniel Ricciardo. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Getting exceeded track limits. As I was agility through his, we're beating Lance Strong in the rivalry.
Formula One Circus has arrived in Southeast Asia once more as we usher in a new era and get ready to go racing here in Vietnam. A lap of Hanoi Circuit then, 3.4 miles around the Vietnamese capital. A number of the 23 corners take their inspiration from other great circuits, hopefully creating plenty of passing opportunities. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Why don't we start by talking about Carlos Sainz? Looks like they've got a tough race in store today as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Albon, Max Verstappen and Leclerc, Perez, Norris, Kvyat and Pierre Gasly, Ocon, Hubert, Kevin Magnussen and De Vries, Russell, Grosjean, Antonio Giovinazzi and Carlos Sainz. The engineer and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. Now, it's almost time for Lights Out, so let's go down to the track.
As it will be lights out in a minute.
Okay, we're near the back of the grid. See if you can improve your position in the race.
Go from soft to mediums, because here's a 25% race, there's nothing, we're not fast enough to even try to pull that off. We will go over. We'll let you through the formation up once again.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap. No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
As we are now lining up on the grid, just behind Carlos Sainz, who had a 10 factory penalty as you saw. Still do really good, we do not let that happen. We do a little bit of a fight, we do got to max focus C section. Second side section, I think we've had a couple of times. But now, basically top of the fastest lap, and now it's Daniel Ricciardo. Max around the lower by Sky to see.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
Now down the back straight, we will be bending time magazine off a tiny bit of slip if we get on him. We do get the DRS on him. BNB detection is right behind the road. We will play just before 50 metres forward. As we can look, we didn't look for a route to tell us we then get him. We're going up to gear 3, gear 4, and gear 5, gear 6. And between gear 3 up to gear 7. We'll get the resolution better. Resolution fixed this time. I'm trying to actually keep the same calendar. That might be TBT to connect over how we But we do look at the right front left, which is good. Now until lap 4, we're looking for moving max, before we get the moving max, no we won't. We're looking for another move round the roundabout, we do not get that move we don't. That's cool, we do not look for as we do look for move down second roundabout, I think.
Nice work, that brings you up a place.
For us, we can now get the slip here, keep there, we would then keep there, he's 100% a much faster car than us. So we'll try another and get the IS behind him on. If the IS detection don't really keep there, keep the answer side by side. And Madsen's looking to go side by side with us as well, but we can climb off, be able to make the move without hitting him. As we do come over to we're now in the pit lane. We were meant to be putting laps in as we show, but I thought maybe we can get ahead of John out to over and overcut, which is good for us actually, as we will have a 2.4 pit stop we will.
Release.
Good for us, we did hit the wall, so we're now coming out and pit.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
And in Brazil last season, let's say. Coming through the roundabout section just behind the signs as he's in the pit lane as well. About 3.4 seconds, I think that said. The resolution of the behind this is we do go through here now, the second roundabout section I think it is. Weird. I think that's the second roundabout. Anyway.
to car in front is 6.4 seconds.
I do think that's entirely true. Well, Lewis, we have passed John Allen's advisory with the still there through there. Very good on there. Oh, do go through here, he does storm ahead, he does. Go for the second roundabout. We are catching up to John out. So we will be able to make a move on him.
The car ahead has come in to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tyres.
We know that match straight. We are John out. You know, it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work at all.
George is coming in for his stop.
George is coming in for his stop as well. Right here. We are gaining time with German Anthony now, we are. I do actually cross. We do go on to that.
The gap to the car ahead is 7.8 seconds.
Yeah. We do have time now, actually. Signs will be better than us. I'm not going to strike. 13 now. No, it's better luck. I'm going to try to help the out with an issue. He's knocking up there. S section. Good. We do have a sign behind us. Overall.
This is your final lap of the race. There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
section, I think it's called at least. Go for the final now, that is one important to keep the championship campaign alive, and that would be us to finish P5, I think, from P5.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
It's so good for us. Thank you.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection, a shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. So, let's review the driver's standings. More points for Valtteri Bottas,
we are.
further
Let's
solidifying
get back
his
on the
lead
podium.
at the top of the table. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day? Let's move on to the
P19,
constructors.
P19,
Mercedes
P19,
continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile,
Russell.
a strong weekend from
Yep.
Red Bull this time
Williams,
out,
he went
and
down.
they improve their position in the championship.
Bafu places,
After an
but
event like that, who knows what the
Feel
sport has in
sympathy
store
for the
for us
team
next
after that
time.
race.
Be sure to
Feel
join us again
sympathy
as we
for the team.
continue to bring you the latest excitement
That's not
in Formula One.
Thank you guys and have a blessed day. Goodbye.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. You were cutting your way through the field during the race. You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret? You left some bodywork out there on the track. Were you... Great. Well, that's everything.